Okay, I don't know how far we're gonna get into this video, just because it's annoying, and I'll probably skip around. Maybe not, though. Who knows? But this is a tracking microchip implants.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Is that on the bingo sheet? I guess we never ever... Yeah, it is. Tracking microchip implants, yeah. We never get that one, so I forgot it existed. From the cult, yeah. That counts. Cool. Let me drink some water. My mouth is getting... I'm sorry, by the way. I know my mouth gets very smacky. Okay. So I don't know how far we're going to get into this video because it's going to be annoying. But this is a... I believe this person is a flat earther, and they are also a COVID denier. And this is them at a Costco refusing to wear a mask, and they get escorted out by police.
So,
you have no, please.
I'm recording this for the record. Just for the record, that's fine.
Costco is a membership club.
Yeah.
We require all members wear a mask. If you refuse to wear a mask, I can't let you in the building.
But see, that is discrimination. Let's get out of the way of the people. Well, just come over here. Hold on. It is discrimination.
And we're a membership club.
Membership club doesn't make you a private organization.
They are a private organization because they're a private organization. Do you think Costco is a government entity? It isn't. It's a private business. They can refuse service to you for any reason outside of things like, oh, I don't know, race or religion or things that are protected classes. And your unwillingness to wear a mask is not a disability, so let's not even go there.
Open to the public. It's a place of...
It's the same reason that 7-Eleven can say no shirt, no shoes, no service. Same thing applies. If we're in the middle of a pandemic and the company's policy is, hey, you need to be wearing a mask, much less if your actual city or state has a mandate, of course, then you have to do it. But if you want to be in this store, they're a private entity. If you want to be in that store, you have to follow their rules.
A public accommodation.
Sir, I'm going to ask you really nice to leave.
I know. I'm going to ask you really nice to leave me alone because I'm entitled to non-harassed shopping in a public place.
Okay.
When? That's not in your Bill of Rights. Where do you think you're getting the right to not be harassed while shopping? I mean, I would agree if you were actually being harassed, that shouldn't happen. But what do you mean? This isn't harassment. This is a store trying to enforce its policies. You're not being harassed. You're being asked to leave. You're loitering at this point. Trespassing would be the better word, I apologize. You're trespassing once the people who are in charge of making determinations like this for the store say you're no longer welcome here. Please leave.
You're in a membership club.
It doesn't matter that it's membership.
Not a public place. It's a membership club.
It's open to the public. Anybody can join.
If you're a member.
Okay, and they're open to tell people no and turn them away. How do you not understand how this works? That doesn't make it a public place. It's not public. It's still a private organization, and if they choose to kick you out based on their policies, they're within their rights to do that.
If you're a member.
I've joined,
sir,
and there's nothing in the membership
sir,
rules.
I'm going to ask you really nicely to leave.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? I'm just going to ask you nicely
and I'm
to
asking
leave.
you really nicely, man to man, leave me alone. Okay?
I refuse.
Okay.
The safety of everybody in this building is my responsibility.
So my healthy person here is going to make you sick.
I'm going to ask you.
You're wearing a mask. You should feel safe.
I'm going to ask you.
Rebreathing your own toxins.
Everybody is...
Ashyboo7420 bets I'm going to go to Costco naked and get mad when they ask me politely to leave.
Required. There's signs at the front door that says you cannot come in.
The sign at the front door goes against constitutional law.
Sir.
No, it doesn't. It absolutely does not.
Please, it's all right here. Please, there's no constitutional law that we're breaking because...
Yes, there is. Would you like me to show it to you?
Please
Would you like me to show it to you?
If you put a mask on and come back in, you can show me anything.
No, I'm not putting a mask on because I cannot wear a mask.
Really nicely to leave.
I'll call the police.
You're going to call the police?
Yes.
Call the police.
That's what our CEO told us to do. Sir, we asked
it's a membership club. You're just causing a problem. You can't.
I've been shopping here,
sir. You can't
all year long without a mask,
no,
and it is true. Go look at. How about this? I'll show you that that's true. You look at my membership, and you'll see that I'm here every other week.
Sure.
And the people, I'm finishing
really,
what I'm
really
saying.
Nicely.
I'm asking you really, really nicely to leave me alone.
I refuse. You have to go.
You can't. You have no grounds to do that.
Sure,
He does. I assume he's the manager. He has the right to ask anyone to leave for almost any reason. This reason falls under that purview.
I'm asking you really nicely.
I want to shop like every other shop.
Rebreathing should count as that's not how science works. I don't know.
I'm asking you're more than welcome to shop. I have no problem with that.
I'm not wearing a mask.
So then you're not shopping. So therefore, I will not ring you up.
So people with wheelchairs can't come in here?
You're not in a wheelchair. That's not what this is. You can't just make up completely different scenarios than the one you're currently in. It would be like if I walked into 7-Eleven with no shoes on. And they're like, hey, you need to wear shoes. And I go, oh, do you not let people with wheelchairs in your store? I don't know, are they wearing shoes? That's not what this is about.
Sure, people with wheelchairs.
You don't have a disability. You're just an idiot.
Wear masks. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
What I'm talking about is discrimination.
Okay, you could say,
I'm talking about constitutional law.
You could tell me anything you want to tell me.
Yeah.
We have signs. Our company does not let people shop without a mask. Neither does the governor of Connecticut.
The governor of Connecticut can't overrule constitutional laws.
You can follow our policy, or you can't, because you're not going to shop. There's nothing you're going to buy. Do you understand? I will not let it happen.
Well,
so
I've been doing it.
Sir, if you've been doing it, then shame on us for not doing our job. But right now,
he steals some shit later, too. I'll explain that when we get to it. Ashiboo74, 20 bits. Why do these people celebrate when Christian bakers don't have to make gay wedding cakes, but get mad when private companies discriminate against them? Oh, I know. Hypocrisy, right? It's because the only constant they have is that they think that things should go their way. That's their consistent viewpoint.
There's nothing funny
you either have to put on a mask or you have to...
Tucker White 94, 20 bits. Come on, Hannah. There's no scientific validity that masks cause you to rebreathe in toxins. That's totally not how science works. Yeah, I know. It just feels like... I don't know. Give me a little bit to think about it.
Leave.
I'm not putting on a mask.
Okay, then I'm going to call the police and I'm going to have them escort you off the property.
And on what law are they going to escort me off the property?
The
What
Costco is a membership club and we require...
Trespassing. You're considered trespassing at this point. That would be the law.
you to wear a mask.
You can't do that.
When you
That's
say-
against the
okay,
law.
okay.
Are you? Wait. Let me ask you a question. Do you have a medical license? Because asking me to wear a mask is like a medical intervention.
Sure.
Do you have a medical license?
I am the warehouse manager of this building.
I understand.
You will not be able to
You
shop
are
without a mask.
contributing to the tyranny of this country by trying to enforce this unconstitutional law.
Okay, you could say whatever you want to say about me, okay?
It's tyranny when you ask me to wear a mask to help protect myself and other people. But when the president puts children in cages, that's great.
That's your prerogative.
I don't say anything about you, John.
But I'm not letting you shop, so that's the bottom line.
What are you going to do? Follow me around? You're going to hold my hand?
Well, then if you do not leave, I will block your membership and you won't be. I'll refund your membership.
Refund my
and you won't be a
membership.
member. Come on up front.
Refund. When I'm done shopping, I'll be
no,
up front.
You're not shopping. You're not listening.
I am shopping. You're not listening.
Okay, that's it.
I got a police department. They're on the way. Please.
Okay.
And then
203 768. 203 768.
okay, no worries.
Right.
You're not shopping.
You're awfully close to me. Don't you feel a little worried about being this close to me because I'm not wearing a
So
mask?
you're waving the camera in my face, okay? I really.
I'm holding the camera for my own protection.
He's been infinitely patient with this D-bag. I would have canceled his membership and called the cops. I mean, that's what they do. The cops do show up in the video.
Away from me?
Really?
Stay away.
You're walking in my face with your camera?
He doesn't want to listen at all. He doesn't want to listen.
Christian, he's not shopping.
Get out of my way.
funny about the tools of capitalism.
Sir, you will not buy anything, so this is
Like 10 minutes ago, yeah. He just keeps going. Like, what does he think's gonna happen? Even if the cops didn't show up, which they do, they already told him they're not gonna let him check out. And he knows this, I think, which is why he does some shit up here in a minute that pisses me off.
You're breaking the law.
Come on.
He gets like some coconut water or something and he opens it up and he drinks it, and they're gonna have to throw that away now, obviously. It's ridiculous. Man, smash your face in, the audacity, right?
I'm not following you. I'm going this way.
He's checked out
just don't
already
get it,
of
dude.
No,
reality.
you don't get it. You're breaking the law.
That's fine. Then they have to preach arrest you when they get it. But in
Maybe
the
they will-
meanwhile, they're going to escort you out of the building.
Yeah, and then you have your way. Contribute to the tyranny of the country.
Tyranny. It's tyranny if I cannot buy my goods in bulk without breathing in other people's faces. What a good ad for Kirkland brand. See this? Okay, here's where he starts being an absolute cunt. He opened a bag of mangoes and starts eating them. So he knows they're not going to let him check out and that he cannot purchase these items. So he starts just eating stuff in the store, knowing they're going to have to throw them away. This is theft. That's theft. He gets one of these things and he opens the box and he starts drinking the stuff out of them.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Opened the coconut water and drank some. The Shadow Witch with 20 bits. I literally won't shop or use your services if you don't enforce mask mandates. I like the stores that take responsibility and enforce policies, right? I agree.
I cannot wear a mask. On their website, it says that if I can't wear a mask, that I'm allowed to shop here. There's no
I think it probably said, because I've seen videos previously from other Costco's and like Sam's Clubs and other, you know, warehouse type stores like this. They basically say, we will accommodate you. And what they mean by that is you can order online and then they will bring groceries out to you. But no, you can't come in the store.
constitutional law.
This is a private business. Let me finish.
Yeah, right. We'll take turns, no problem.
This is a private business.
Mm-hmm.
They have a right to refuse you service.
Actually, Sergeant DeVito, or
It's officer.
Officer DeVito, you're incorrect. This is a place of public accommodation by law.
It's
no.
private no. Let me finish.
But
Stop
you're.
talking over
I'm
me.
just saying that
Stop
you're
talking
wrong.
Over me.
Okay.
This is a private business.
I'm guessing the filmer is a white guy based on the amount of talk back to the cop he's doing.
They have a right to refuse you service.
They do
And
not.
they've asked you to leave.
Tucker White says, how hard is it to wear a mask for 15 to 20 minutes, right? It's easy.
If you don't leave, you're gonna be you're trespassing.
These people are such bitches. Like, seriously. Okay, I'll have you know, for the past couple weeks, I get electrolysis done every week for my facial hair, so that over time, I'll no longer have facial hair. It's part of my transition stuff. So, we have a mask mandate in Michigan right now, the way that it works. So I've been having to wear a mask for my entire hour-long sessions, and they just do, like, my neck and stuff. And that's fine. Is it the most comfortable thing in the world? No, it feels a little humid right here because I'm breathing in my own face, but it's fine. You just deal with it. It's fine. Be an adult person. I can wear one while I'm getting shocked in the face hundreds of times. You can wear one while you shop. Madam, smash your face in with 100 bits. Gross. He is definitely white. And then Dr. Gamble with 20 bits. These maskless folks are doomed when the nuclear winter they keep rattling about comes. True.
You'll be subject to, arrest.
Arrest on what charges? Just trespassing? Yeah. So what happens when you find out that this is a place of public accommodation and they can make a law? Well, hold on, don't.
Jesus Christ. Meaty52 with 20 bits. To be honest, I assumed he was a white guy based on the anti-mask and the general male Karen-ness of the whole thing. Sure.
My turn.
Excuse me.
My
No.
turn.
This is not like a give and take.
Yeah.
I'm in charge here. Okay?
You're in charge.
Yeah. This is a private business. They're asking you to leave.
They're asking me
We
to
don't want
leave
this to-
based on discrimination.
Okay. So, not true, but
Absolutely
they're asking you to
true.
leave.
How's the new numbing cream going? Last time it was amazing. For those who don't know and don't follow me on Twitter, which you should if you don't, I'm at Hannah Reloaded on Twitter, all one word. I previously had been using a certain numbing cream for the electrolysis because it hurts. It hurts quite a bit. I'm a bitch when it comes to pain, though. But I'd been using a cream that, like, wasn't working at all, and I lost it, and I didn't know it hadn't been working, so I had to go get a new one because I lost it. And the new one I got, oh my god, it's like day and night. It doesn't hurt nearly as much. It's great. Tucker White 94, 20 bits. I can't wait to see how future historians write about this period of American history where anti-mask dumbassery was a thing. I imagine it'll be pretty frustrating. It's frustrating to live through. I imagine it's at least a little frustrating to watch after the fact.
Do you have your ID on you?
The worst thing is, too, just like we're not very good at learning from history, right? I'm sure if someone read about the anti-mask thing in 100, 200, 500 years, if human beings still exist then, they'd probably be like, wow, people back then are really stupid, and not learn the lesson that human beings are just like this sometimes. Like, you need to be able to apply those lessons to yourself, too. KR Goss with 20 bits. My dad has severe COPD due to heart issues with a constant need for oxygen, and he wears a mask, for fuck's sake, right? Right? Baja has asthma, but she wears a mask.
You know, I do, but I don't have to show it to you.
Yes, you do.
Is there a crime? Is there a victim?
Oh no, he's doing sovereign citizen stuff! This guy's everything all in one.
Stop. I need to see your ID. You need to give me your name and date of birth.
I do not have to give you either of those. My name's David.
Okay, stop.
MMO addicted to 20 bits. I mean, people were the same about the Spanish flu, the Black Plague, and everything, really. It's not a new thing. We just never learn, I guess.
If you don't, I'm going to have to detain you, okay?
You're going to detain me on what charges?
Because you're not giving me... Detain is not under arrest. Okay. You're not giving me your information.
I don't have to give you my information because...
You do. If you're in an investigation with the police, which this is, once the cops got called on this guy for trespassing, it became an investigation. If the cops ask you for your ID, you have to provide it to them. Tucker White 94, it'll be even more interesting considering historians 100 years from now won't know the day-to-day context of the time period like we currently do. I'd imagine, you know, people who study history will be able to sort of parse that, but yeah, generally speaking, people look at blocks of time as like that month, that year, day-to-day, it's a different experience, but...
there's no injured party. When did you go study law at all? Did you learn anything in
Have you?
the police academy?
A lot more than you.
Yeah, well, you're incorrect. I mean,
Antipodian Squid with 40 bits, an anti-mask troll paid a visit to my stream the other day, and was like, quote, but I'm a heavy breather. It's uncomfortable and hard to breathe. Bitch, I have lung scarring and it's painful, but I still wear a mask. Fuck off, right? That's what it comes down to. They're a bunch of little babies. They're a bunch of fucking children.
I know exactly. I don't believe me. I'm not in the habit of arresting guys that don't need to be getting arrested. I just want you to leave.
But that's discrimination. Can I have your card with your details, please?
Tiger White. Though then again, considering
have
social
a card,
media and YouTube,
with your
maybe it'll be
information, with
easier
your
to learn
surety
the
number on
day-to-day
it,
context
whatever it's
of the
called.
Civil War period.
I'd like you.
Number D034.
Do you have a card that has your information on it? You're required to carry one.
No, we don't.
You're not required to carry one.
I think you're incorrect on that as well. Okay. So
you're with the
Sick
Norwalk Police Department.
I need to have your identification.
I'm not
ID.
giving my identification.
Well, if you don't give it to me, then you know what's going to happen.
What is going to happen? You gonna arrest me?
Yes.
Oh, on what charges?
Well, now you're going to be interfering because I'm asking you. I'm giving you a legal order.
I'm going to leave.
Well, now we're past that.
Okay, I'm going to leave.
I need to identify you.
For what purpose?
Because I suspect a crime is being committed.
MMO addicted with 20 bets. Also, fun fact: the Spanish flu originated most probably in the U.S., not Spain. It was the country in the war was one of the. It was called the Spanish flu mostly because Spain has a neutral country in the war, was one of the only ones which published their information and studies openly instead of keeping them a secret. Yeah, I've heard that.
Crime of trespassing.
Well, you're incorrect.
Okay. So we're just gonna wait here until the officer gets here and figure out what's going on, all right?
Would you like to walk out front?
No, we can stay here.
I need your
What I will do is I'll give them my membership card. They can refund my membership in full. and then I'll
Nothing
leave.
funny about the tools of capitalism.
I think that's the moment he realized he was actually going to get potentially arrested. So he's trying to backtrack now. Okay, now I'll let them refund me and I'll leave. Too late. Tucker White 94 20 bits. This guy is making me feel bad for the effing cop. No one likes dealing with petulant assholes, right? Yeah.
Or we can wait and you can take it down whatever path you want to take it down.
Yeah, but we also do that already.
But then so forget
Give me
it.
your membership card, and I'll refund your membership, and you can leave.
Let's go.
I need the card.
No, wait, hold on. We're past that point. We need to wait till the other officer gets here, and then we'll figure out.
That guy not so subtly rubbernecking the disaster.
I don't appreciate being detained. I'm going to hold you.
Oh,
and
you don't
Kristen, and
appreciate
John
it.
personally
Great.
responsible, and I'll be holding you personally liable for this.
Tools of capitalism.
Cool. What are you gonna do about it? Tucker White 94 says, here's what's happening right now. And there's a link.
I'm going to jail!
You want to walk to the front door and make it easier? You ever think maybe you need a little more oxygen? Should lower that mask so you can think clearer?
Hey, I don't even disagree with you on that.
Okay.
But it is a private business at the end of the day.
So, do me a favor. After we're done with this interaction, go home and look up. Do a little research, and you'll find out that this is a club, but it's a place of public accommodation. There's no difference between this and Whole Foods or any other store, other than they have a membership, right? They have to let handicapped people in. They have to let people that have disabilities in. Okay.
Do you have a disability? No, you don't. You're just not wearing a mask.
Okay?
Maybe it's a little easier if you bring like a medical note next time.
I'm not. So you want me to break HIPAA laws now?
That's a HIPAA law?
Yeah, HIPAA laws are medical
I know what
privacy.
HIPAA law is,
Okay.
but medical privacy for your own, you can give that out.
I could if I wanted to.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be breaking HIPAA law if you gave your own medical diagnosis to someone.
Does he think HIPAA says you can't tell other people about your own medical stuff? Oh no.
You have your membership card, so I can refund you.
I'll wait until we get up front. Let's see how this goes.
Let's see how this goes. Yikerinos.
It says it right on their website. It doesn't say. You want to read it?
No.
Because it doesn't matter what they say, what their policy is, or what the law
Nothing
is.
funny about the tools of capitalism.
Okay, either one of those things don't matter to you.
We have the signs posted on the front.
Tucker White says, so we combined Tinfoil Tuesday with Chud Watch
You can put
Monday
any
and
sign you want
Sovereign
on there. You
Citizen
can say
Sunday.
it's
What a time to be
Pickpocket
alive.
Thursday. Okay, that doesn't mean that it's legal. You know you.
This cop's face is a whole mood. Just so over this shit.
Getting brain damage from that mask.
How so?
You're lowering your oxygen levels on a consistent basis. You're rebreathing all of your viral load. You're getting yourself sick by wearing that mask.
Okay, fine. We can count this as that's not how science works. It got me with the viral load thing.
There's nothing funny.
Where's that's not how science works? Hold on. That's not how science works. There we go. Tucker White with 20 bits. How do you get this deep in and not realize you're the asshole? That's a good question. I don't know. Viral load.
Okay? So when they poke at your blood-brain barrier with that COVID test, you probably will test positive for toxins in your body.
The blood-brain barrier?
Yeah, when they stick that all the way up, it's the thinnest part of your blood-brain barrier, and they poke at it numerous times. Okay? Then you capture your viral load behind that mask and rebreathe it again. And now they're saying, coincidentally, the virus has mutated and it's affecting your brain. It's affecting your brain because everyone's blood-brain barrier, which it doesn't sound like you're aware of, is damaged from these COVID tests.
Yeah, we got microchip earlier.
Yeah.
Don't know much about that.
Do you know what? So look up. You know about the PCR test? That's the test that they do. The guy that invented it said that it should never be used to test for a disease. Okay, and then also they keep.
That's a claim I've heard before too, and I think
Nothing funny about the
Baha
tools of capitalism.
debunked that, or she said that was not the case. Logarth with 20 bits, this guy already sounds like he's been brain damaged. And Tucker White says, poke at your blood-brain barrier. This is word salad. I don't think it is yet. But don't worry, we're doing Jillian in a little bit, so that'll... Yeah, Baha says that isn't true. I know you told me something about... This has come up before, and you talked about PCR, the guy who invented it. So yeah, this guy's talking horse shit.
They multiply it, and if you multiply it less than 30 times, almost nobody tests positive. If you multiply it over 40 times, 95% of the people test positive. Guess what? All the tests that they're doing, they're multiplying it 45 times.
Cool. King Uendo with 50 bits. This anti-masker is in real trouble if they're ever rushed to the ER. Doctor, what problem? Anti-masker. That would be a HIPAA violation.
Okay? Therefore, the more people they test, the more cases they will have. You probably have it. We all have it.
I don't think that's Baja Blasts because she didn't actually, you know what I mean? I think she actually has to either be here, whether physically or in voice chat and talk about it, or if she, like, typed out a long thing in the chat, maybe. But, you know, we're just, you know, reiterating what has been said in the past. I don't think that counts.
And the inventor of the test said, if you multiply it enough times, you can find anything in anybody. It's total bullshit. And you guys are going to be needed. Your real men are going to be needed as this tyranny comes down on America. Right? And you guys are just standing there fighting for your own enslavement.
Rule number one, and I'm here for it.
You
Don't
have
talk
no
to cops.
idea.
Yeah.
No, you're doing. I'm just doing my job. That's what they said in Germany. Okay, I'm just doing my job.
Second cop
Hello,
appears.
officer.
Look at this man with his fucking child-like tantrum is wasting the time of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people who could be doing other things for their job. But instead, he comes in, decides to be an ass, and wastes everyone's time. It's so stupid. Cherry Vanilla Dreams with 40 bits. Do you think if we offer the anti-intellectuals a tour of science facilities and give examples of how real research works by real scientists, these people would change their minds? No. No, I don't.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Tucker White 94, 20 bits. Nazis. Drink, you bastards. Drink. Yeah, we don't have Godwin's Law on the bingo card, I don't think. But, we should.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Ashy Boost 74 with 20 bits. Now watch the second cop also not have the guts to arrest him, and they call for backup again.
How come your grandmother didn't tell you putting a face diaper on would protect you from a virus or from a flu?
Tucker White 94
right?
20 bits.
You know,
missed one
you
from
go-
me. Shit, I always do that. If Baja drinks a Baja Blast on stream, does that count as Baja Blasts? I don't think so, no.
No, he's not alive.
All right.
Move on, please.
Yeah. If you're working with toxic chemicals and you buy a mask at the Home Depot, there's all sorts of warnings. Works for this, doesn't work for this. But any little face diaper napkin works for the virus. You know this is baloney, and by just doing your job, is you
panic
are
mode.
fighting
Yeah.
for your own
Yeah, he
enslavement.
is.
I get it. You got to put food on the table. You got a wife and kids, whatever it is. But you are enslaving the United States. You know, socialism is here. This is the end of freedom.
Socialism is when you wear masks. God, I wish people
There's
actually
nothing
knew
funny
what
about the
socialism
tools of
was.
capitalism.
Freezer Burn with 20 bits. That thing about multiplying it over 30 times is the same nonsense my father has been going on about all to and call COVID fake. Yeah, stupid.
And you guys are responsible.
Did you hear that, guys? Socialism is here. So apparently you all collectively own the businesses you work for now. Good job. We did it. We did it. MMO addicted to 20 bits. How much Baja Blast can a Baja Blast Baja blasting?
You think it's easy coming in here shopping without a mask? I've been doing it since February. This is the first time they called the cops on me. Been shopping here. Look at my card. I shop here every other week. Right?
A lot of people might share your beliefs.
It's not beliefs. No. Belief is the enemy of knowing.
I know. A lot of people might share your beliefs.
It's not
but
beliefs.
At the end of the day, like I said, it is a private business.
It's not a private business. That when
But
you
it
find
is.
out when that's wrong, how about this? If you find out that you're wrong about that, will you reach out to me and tell me you're sorry?
I have to get in Discord and explain PCR? Sure.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Okay.
Andrew Batella with 20 bits. Socialism is when the government collectively owns your asses.
Oh, you are wrong. You're incorrect.
Same with Whole Foods.
You're incorrect.
Whole Foods is a private business as well.
You're incorrect.
Okay.
It's a place of public accommodation.
Can you go and like hang out there?
You can go shop there. Absolutely.
Can you go there and not shop?
You can walk through the store without any money in your pocket. Yes.
But when they know you're there,
If you're hanging out loitering, yeah, sure. I'm not loitering. David, hi.
David.
What's
Yeah,
your name?
Yanklin. It's right there.
I'd rather not give it.
Well, you have to give me your last name because I'm here now.
I do not have to because I'm not under.
Okay, Baja's gonna explain PCR. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so basically, I just want to explain what a PCR test is.
There's nothing funny
PCR
about the
stands
tools of
for
capitalism.
polymerase chain reaction, and I do these constantly. It's a super easy way to genotype my mice if you know what
There's nothing
gene you're
funny
looking
about the
for.
tools of capitalism.
Basically, how you do it is, and I'm gonna base this. Let's pretend like we got some COVID virus, and we're trying to confirm that it's COVID virus. So, how the PCR works is you start with the sequence, so either DNA or RNA. If it's RNA, then you have to convert it to DNA with just like an enzyme that we get from other bacteria and viruses. So what you do then is you have chunks of DNA from this virus that we think is COVID. And you have some what we call primers, which are teeny tiny little chunks of sequence that we know will bind to an area of COVID DNA. And if it binds, then the PCR, which goes through cycles of denaturing the DNA, annealing the DNA, and extending the DNA. If there is COVID DNA in this sample that you have, the primers will bind after the DNA is separated. And then the polymerase, which is the enzyme that adds base pairs to DNA, will attach at the area where the primer bound to the DNA, and it will add more nucleotides, and then you'll get, instead of having the one double-stranded sequence that you started with, you'll have two double-stranded sequences. And it does this cycle over and over and over and over again. So you get a ton of copies, because if you there's also something called quantitative PCR, which is called qPCR. And what that does is it's slightly different than regular PCR, where if the primers are successful in binding the DNA and the DNA starts getting made, it will start fluorescing. And the more replicates of this DNA you have, the more it starts fluorescing. And then the computer can actually detect that fluorescence and say, yes, this is a positive signal. It means that there is COVID present. So But it's not just creating COVID DNA out of thin air. It's the fact that the only way that you can detect this is if you have enough DNA. And since there's such a small amount in COVID virus, you have to amplify it. And that's how you have to do everything. Like, I take DNA from my mice, and I still have to amplify it via qPCR, because you're not going to know if the primers are actually binding unless they're making this DNA. And so it's kind of, it's very, very, very frustrating hearing someone say something like, oh, it's just, they're multiplying it 45 times. And it's like, yes, but you haven't told us the context in which that is normal for everything. Like, when I am doing PCR, it is very normal to have it cycle 45 times. That is not a abnormal amount of cycling for a PCR.
Okay, that's interesting.
Are there any questions in chat?
Well,
real
people
quick?
maybe type questions if they have any. I'm going to read some of these. Dr. Gamble with 20 bits, and when it owns your face, that's communism. The Shadow Witch with 20 bits. Okay, policy change needed here. If you walk in wearing a mask, no problem, but if you walk in without one, you're offered a complimentary ball gag and must wear it. Refuse both, and customers who volunteer can remove you in any way they see fit. Skip the middleman. I've worn a ball gag. It's very uncomfortable. It wasn't a sexual situation. Someone sent us a ball gag, and I tried it on. Jack Clausen.
I'm literally cringing right now thinking about that.
Yeah, why do you think I feel? I don't even know if that was clean.
Ew.
There's nothing
Dr. White 94 20 bits a likely story, Hannah. What was he talking about with the blood-brain barrier, someone asked?
He was being a fucking moron.
Good answer. DB...
Because it's not touching your blood-brain barrier. It's swabbing the back of your throat.
Okay.
Like, your nose and the back of your throat.
DBN sleeps with 100 bits. Fun fact, places of public accommodation are literally defined as private entities, and there are explicit allowances for removing people who are causing a public health or safety hazard from such places. Then it's a link to the U.S. Equal Employment and Opportunity Commission on this shit. Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you, Baha. I appreciate it.
There's nothing funny about the
Oh, you're just shoving me off of Discord?
I mean, I don't have to, but... Would you like to watch the rest of the thing?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Make sure you get Baja Blasts on the bingo card, of course. What's going on with Texas right now? You'll have to be more specific. I don't know what you mean. Mitchell Drummer with 20 bits. So is the blood-brain barrier real, though? That is a real thing, but it's not what he is claiming it is. Doom Smoothie with 100 bits. When people go on about fake science stuff, I tell them you wear a mask to protect yourself from the virus in the same way you wear clothes to protect yourself from the elements. You wouldn't go into a blizzard completely naked, would you? Sure. It's a good enough metaphor.
Arrest. There's no victim. I haven't hurt anybody. I have committed no crime.
That's not
I'm just.
how it works.
It is how it works.
It's not.
It is.
So they're asking you to leave.
Okay, I'm willing to
You're
leave. He won't let me leave.
Okay, well, we can walk out.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk out. You
All
wanna
right.
grab your coffee?
Can I have your card or?
Yep. You wanna grab your
Yeah.
coffee from your card?
Sure. Can I have your card?
Yep. We're gonna walk on out. I'll give you everything when we get outside.
Okay.
I can't believe they don't arrest him.
And
Pathetic.
if you're doing this because you guys believe in what you're saying, you should throw all that food out because it's, it's contaminated.
Don't worry about that. We will.
Okay. How's your oxygen levels with that mask on?
Better with it off.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh. Yeah, do you know how to get out of here?
I do.
All right, then you leave out.
I would like, we'll go this way. I would like your card though.
I will give it to you when we get outside.
Okay. Because you guys know the federal, there's no law no rule that Costco can make that breaks federal law. We can take a right here.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
Tiger White
capitalism.
94, 20 bits. If this guy was black, do you think he doesn't get arrested on the spot? Absolutely not. He would be arrested.
You know that this entire face mask thing is complete and total nonsense.
Listen, I don't want to wear it any more than anyone else.
I got it,
have
but
to.
I understand.
Cops are fucking cunts. What's up with that? Why are both... I mean, I know why. Both these cops are like, yeah, we agree with you, but... No, don't fucking agree with this idiot. Jesus Christ.
But holding up, you know, unconstitutional laws, you know, there's no law. You should be here defending me, not defending these people who are breaking the law. You are not upholding the law. You should be supporting the law. And the law is that I should be able to shop here unharassed and not be forced to wear a medical mask over my face, which lowers my oxygen, causes many issues. You know, that nobody can do that. A doctor would have a hard time telling me to wear a mask.
If you have a doctor's note, they'll let you shop without a mask here.
You see what's happening to America. You know that it's over, and you guys are helping this happen by not upholding the law. Can I have your card? Can you write his information on it too, please?
For my G03.
What an asshole. I hate to reiterate, but, you know.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Tucker White 94 says if he was smart, he'd go to his friend Jeremy on the other corner of 3rd and Freed and get a doctor's note that allows him to not wear a mask, right? He's not even being pragmatic about his stupidity. Logarth with 20 bits, and this is where they arrest him. Yeah, they don't arrest him.
Thank you.
They're asking you no longer to come back.
Well,
That's the end of it.
what about upholding the law? I mean,
We just did.
you did. What law? What law are you upholding? Constitutional law or Costco law?
You didn't know what you're talking about.
You're upholding Costco law. They wrote a sign that says, "Hey, it's Pickpocket Thursday." They wrote a sign that said it's Pickpocket Thursday, and you're upholding that.
Then you would be breaking the law. There's no law that says you have to be let in here without a mask. That's where you're wrong.
That is the dumbest logic I've ever heard, man.
You also said before that you'd be breaking HIPAA law by giving your own medical information.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying you're breaking HIPAA law by.
Logard says arrest this man. Towing 24 says this guy who lived in Bridgeport. This guy's probably a rich ass clown from Darien or Greenwich. He shouldn't get arrested. He should get the guillotine. Jesus. Tiger White 94, 20 bits. They're upholding the rules of their corporate overlords. The Costco is allowed to have a mask mandate.
Nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
You know, by asking me for it, you can
I
be
never
fined.
asked you. I said if you want to give out your own medical information
Point taken.
to
You're
make
right.
this easier next time.
I could, but I don't want
have
to.
your that's what I'm saying, but you were wrong on that as well. So you don't have a very
I wasn't wrong on that.
understanding of the law.
I was completely right. You just misinterpreted what I said.
You gotta go
I gotta go.
off the property.
Yeah. Thanks for upholding the law, not. I mean, you guys.
Was that a not joke? Thanks for upholding the law, not. Its timing was about as good as Borat, too.
Think about what you guys are doing. Sorry.
As well.
That's absurd. What an ass. What an absolute ass.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
We'll probably see this guy again somewhere. Don't know where, but we'll cover him again.